hello all. We wanted to put out a video to kind of recap 2023 really quickly, and then also more importantly talk about where we're trying to go in 2024. We want to try to use videos going forward more often to try to just capture more of what we're doing in a smaller amount of time and get it out to you hopefully in a form that's easier to digest. So 2023 in a quick nutshell. We continue with our Minutemen meetings throughout the whole year. That's a group of about 7 or 8 of us. And these Minutemen are guys that are basically heavily bought into our vision. They have a certain character that we're looking for, and then they also possess a skill set or multiple that are oftentimes helpful at our projects or just in kind of the overall operations of what we do. They have something to kind of contribute as far as a skill set. And what's neat is really these Minutemen gatherings are kind of the heart and soul of what we're after. Again, we do the projects and they're great and we love helping people, but for us that's all just an onboarding process to develop relationships with guys so we can enter at a deeper level with them relationally. So at these Minutemen meetings, we're basically having dinner together. We're reviewing projects as far as either it's one we've maybe done already or one that we're trying to gear up for. And then there's time to just basically dig into each other's lives. These men have given each other permission to dig and poke and prod at their lives because they want to be better men, and we know that there's areas of us that need improvement, or we need accountability in different areas. So these groups are really where we hope to continue to affect change, because out of that can hopefully roll men that go back and are better husbands, better fathers, better men in their communities, and that can really ripple effect out further than just one house at a time. So we continue with those throughout the whole year. Those have been great. We mobilized close to 50 different men at our projects, and we did about 12 projects this year. And again, these projects are projects that are critical home repair. So things that basically help keep you warm, dry, and safe. So roofs that are leaking severely. You could have floors that are rotted out, handicap ramps, insulation issues where they're having freezing pipes, those type of things. So usually they're a bit larger in scope, and we try to bust them out in a day. What's neat is this year we actually talked to a variety of our contractor friends and said, hey, can you help us put together basically an estimated value of the work that we've done in 2023? So if these folks that we've helped, if they had to go out and pay someone, basically what would they be paying? What's market value? So we came up with a number about $84,000 to $85,000 in 2023 of value that we put into the community, which is great. We've never done that before. We've never been able to put a specific number to kind of the worth of our work. And then what's also neat this year is that we are projecting to have the whole year on our budget end land at about $70,000. So we basically produced more value monetarily in the community than what we've received to actually run the organization this year, which I'm just super psyched about. And that might not always happen every year, but it's been great to see that happen this year. And that's not even considering all the value that we have as an organization and offer as an organization as far as the encouraging and equipping men within the community. So you get more monetary value, and then you get obviously the less tangible value of actually pouring into guys' lives. So that's been huge for us this year. So then the question is kind of where do we go in 2024? So the board and myself have been talking about kind of long-term vision stuff for quite a while now, but we feel that 2024 is kind of a year we're really going to try to make a more aggressive push throughout the year. All right, 2024. What we'd like to be able to push into doing in 2024 is workshops, creating a second team, and increasing staffing. So start from the beginning, workshops. If you've been with us for a long time, you might remember that we used to do workshops. For a variety of reasons, we ended up pivoting away from those temporarily. And now that we're a little bit more established as an organization, we want to be able to pivot back and dust those off and onboard those again. So again, workshops for us are really just a chance to slow down, have a more conducive environment for learning, and focus on just a couple or one skill set in particular to help train and equip men. And so again, we want to be able to help men be better assets in their families and communities. So if they're gonna be that, they need the tools to actually carry that out, right? So again, the workshops are a chance to slow down and help focus on just a couple or one skill set in particular to help encourage guys to be better assets in their community. All right, a second team. I'm really excited about this one in particular. Right now, what we're finding is that a lot of our volunteers are kind of spread out over the state. and we really want to be able to keep the intentionality of our groups of Minutemen. So, right now we have about 8 of us. If you start getting 10, 11, 12, 13, you start to kind of water down that brotherhood feel, because you can only be so intentional with so many guys, right? So we want to be able to create a second team. One, so we can increase the chances of guys being able to actually come volunteer at our projects, because a second team would be doing their own steady monthly project regiment, but they would also be having their own group of Minutemen that would be meeting twice a month. So playing a second team would allow us to, one, give more chances for men to come volunteer at our projects. It would also, 2, allow us to increase our Minutemen base. And then 3, it would also give us, it would kind of double our ability to respond to the various home repair applications that we're getting in. We've really seen a huge uptick this second half of the year, which has been great. But it's also just hard because we can only answer so many of them, right? And so creating a second team would also allow us to respond to more of those applications. All right, more staffing. So to have the first 2 things happen, the organization literally just needs more time put into it. So we need more staffing. So what would that look like in particular? First thing would be me trying to go full time. So right now I work 2 jobs. I do this 2 days a week, and I do plumbing 3 days a week. So I've been trying to juggle those 2 things. And the board's saying, hey, if we want to make this jump, we need a captain at the helm of the ship all week long, which makes a lot of sense. So we're trying to get me on full time, would be part of that, more staffing. Another thing that we'd be doing is actually pulling on a regional team leader, someone to basically help run that second team. And manage it and run the projects and oversee the Minutemen. And then the third part of that would be trying to pull on a part-time fundraiser. Right now the fundraising is largely done by myself, Dan, our operations assistant, and then some other volunteer help as well. But we really want to be able to put someone that they can direct all their focus just on the fundraising. So trying to create a part-time role for someone to help with fundraising would be the kind of third way we'd be trying to increase our staffing to help us make this vision happen. All right, so timeline. When are we looking to do all this? We are trying to target springtime as a season to try to step into a lot of what we just discussed with you. But it's largely dependent upon our ability to fundraise. We want to make sure we're being responsible, not getting ahead of our skis, out over our skis, so to speak. But we do want to make a more aggressive push to see this happen. So brings me to the last point, which is we need more investors. We need more people with big hearts and a desire to give. So if you don't already give, we'd ask that you consider giving to us financially. You can go to our website, click the donate button at the top right-hand corner of every page. From there, we can get you set up to either be just a one-time gift, which we appreciate, or if we could set you up to be a monthly donor, that would be even better. We want to try to swell out that support group for us, just because it's easier to forecast where we're going. And if you already give to us financially, we'd love to ask you to just consider who you might know that would love to get behind what we're doing, and share this video with them, and give them a chance to invest in the future vision of Living to Last. So we appreciate you watching, and that's kind of 2023 in a nutshell, 2024 where we're going. And thanks for watching and supporting us.